Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually finally now have confirmation of Amazon now sitting and receiving and getting some stock. Now, it's a little bit of a weird video to go make because at this point, the drop is pretty much imminent, but I figured either way it might be kind of fun to go and talk to you guys, give you guys reminders, and give you guys the nice tips and tricks of what you guys should be expecting when it comes to the upcoming Amazon restock, as well as overall the general times we have been watching and everything else tied on in. Although, like I said, it's kind of a weird video to go make because even on the official website itself, we do know it's going to be dropping in the very near future, so I almost feel like it's like not even really a good leak because it's one of those things where it's like a duh, it was going to happen either way. But I figured I want to go talk to you guys about it because it may actually go and mean that the drop might be happening sooner, aka more on the Monday, Tuesday side rather than later on the week itself. Although once again, like it's kind of like it's really dumb. It's like even on the website it says it's going to be dropped by 3/31. So either way, I just didn't have any information beforehand, so I want to go talk about it and give you guys all the details. So first and foremost, obviously, always the Amazon links down below in case you guys do want to go check and see for warehouse consoles, normal drop, restocks, or whatever. We also do have the Twitter and Twitch stream down below if you guys want to follow. We have the Twitter giveaway down below if you guys want to follow. Make sure you guys are subscribed with notifications on for the gaming news and all the other good stuff too as well. And that Weeble, you deposit $1, get a bunch of free stock, free money, and that Coinbase too as well, all down below. And let's dive in the video itself. So as I mentioned, we finally actually do have confirmation from this one over here. This is funny enough, actually not even from my own real life friend. It's more so from someone on the East Coast who has actually helped us with previous prior drops before. So essentially what they went and told me, at this point, it seems like they kind of have around like a 900 consoles or so. That was kind of the rough idea of what they had a chance to go and see when it came to just like stock and pounce and stuff like that. Basically, sometimes we have the preemptive drops when it comes to Amazon restocks, where they do sometimes have stock physically inside the distribution and warehouse areas. So for this one, it kind of looked like the rough numbers they said was around the 800 to around 1,000 range. I'm just going for the nice easy 900, although probably 1,000 sounds a little bit cooler because it makes the drop seem a little bit bigger. But they didn't see it was. They did also say it was not as big as the usual previous prior buildups. On a few of these drops, if you guys have seen other previous Amazon videos before, sometimes we'll see like very large amounts of pellets where it's actually more in the thousands of consoles, and this kind of seems like one of the more smaller restocking drops we've had a chance to go and see. This is only based off of one restock person in terms of someone who's helped before with prior like Amazon information, so it could always be various on different areas, different regions, different stuff, etc., etc. When it comes to Amazon, we do usually have a double whammy sometimes, where sometimes they will give information first and foremost, kind of how they did for like this drop, and we kind of just have to wait for stock to move. So it's just really nice, number one, first and foremost, to see that there is stock there. I mean, I like it. I like having the fact that it's on there in hand. But the one big struggle is, though, is it does kind of seem like it is slightly smaller than expected and slightly smaller than we're kind of anticipating. Mainly as well because the last previous Amazon restocks have usually been pretty heavily botted, so just pretty much the time that like it actually drops is usually gone within like 5 minutes or so. So I think I'd be more intrigued to go and see if Amazon does more anti-botting measures rather than just putting them behind Amazon Prime. But at least we do finally have a chance to go and see they are physically in the warehouses themselves. This is someone who helped out with previous prior drops before. This is information from before the Amazon was like officially on websites itself. So I'd probably say they're pretty trustworthy because they had information before all the website things and listings had a chance to pop on up. I did go reach out to my own personal friend here in Chicago who also has worked on Amazon and helped out for quite a few different drops. And as of at least right this second, there has been no additional information in terms of stock or stock sitting there or stock movement or anything for PS5 Digitals or Xboxes or anything of this sort. But like I said, this source is someone who has helped us out before, so it's just nice to go and see, although as I mentioned, stock is not as big. So we're going to be still probably waiting for this next upcoming drop. As we've mentioned before, it's a little bit of a weird video to go make because I really don't necessarily need to make the video because even on the website itself, it says it'll be dropping prior to 3/31 either way. So just in case you guys are curious in the overall drop times for that one, that is no later than Thursday at any point. Although now that we're actually seeing some stores and places getting stock, that does bump up the likelihood maybe of an earlier drop, say Monday or Tuesday. And I also want to reiterate to you guys too as well, sometimes we do even see weekend drops, although usually we've been seeing them more so on the weekdays. The usual times we've been seeing too as well, and once again, this is subject to change. We have been seeing it's usually around like the 11 a.m. Central Time. I'm just using Central Time because that's the usual time that I myself notice itself. So if you guys want to, be on the lookout around then. It could be a little bit earlier, it could be a little bit later. We've also seen even weird degenerate like 2, 3 a.m. restocks. It's kind of hard to say, although the past like 3 drops have been more at the 11 a.m. Central Time, which is noon EST, 10 a.m. Mountain, 9 a.m. Pacific. We don't fully always, like I said, always fully know. It kind of does just depend on what Amazon wants to do, how they're going to want to do stock, etc. Date-wise, we just know it's going to be within the next 5 days or so. Once again, though, I'd probably be pushing. I mean, it could still be on Sunday or even later on tonight, but I'd probably be saying like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Obviously, probably more so. I think a nice solid Tuesday seems perfect, just based off my guesses on stock. Although, as I mentioned, we have not seen any stock arrivals for here in Chicago itself, which does kind of stink, although we're waiting for more information on that. Sometimes we also see the drops too as well, even if stock doesn't show up. They also sometimes have future sold stock, kind of how Walmart does it. The last drop, they actually were selling stock for 7 days in advance. So just because we're only seeing around 900 consoles or so in one distribution area and center, that does not mean that there can't be more anywhere else. So I'll try my best to go and do is if we do see any more information from my homie in Chicago, I might make a video on it more so kind of just remind you guys that throughout the week itself, it has a chance to drop. It's a little bit of a weird one though, like I said, because it's not really special. Like I think almost any single person on the entire planet, if they just looked at the Amazon link, could be like, yeah, the next 5 days we'll have a restock. Here's the link. It's kind of like I don't know, it seems like a weird cop-out video, but I just want to let you guys know, at least from internal sources that have been proven right before and has helped us out before, that we have seen stock now physically shown on up. So it's more sooner rather than later, hopefully. Although knowing our luck is probably going to be up on Thursday itself at like 11:59 a.m. because that's just life itself. It's just my life in general. So I want to give you guys a quick little heads on up. We'll maybe give you guys more details if we see more stuff as well from my Chicago homie. He's someone I went to high school with, so it's just very, like, it's the easiest thing known to man if we get any good sources from that. So we'll keep you guys in the loop. We always do have the Amazon links down below. Now, for some little various things to go and mention, in case you guys are a part of the drop itself, you guys see it or there's having any issues, do what I recommend, or if you guys need specific links for it, even when the drop's ongoing, even if I don't tweet about it or whatever, guys, I always tell you guys, when it comes to your PlayStation 5, and I still can't believe I literally got this literally September 16th. Like, what the heck? I feel like it's been almost like 2 years, boys. This literally truly getting almost close to 2 years, which is ridiculous. I always want to tell you guys this. You guys even want to do it right now, you guys totally can with the links down below. We always have it posted and also pinned in the comment section. Basically, if you guys want to go to your consoles, I always recommend you guys do this. You have like a private list itself. So for this, like say I have for this one, I already have like say a stream setup goals, because I always tell you guys if you guys want to follow me up on Twitch, you guys can. We'll probably actually be playing some Tiny Tina's down below too later on as well. But for this one, I want you guys to go make a list if you guys would like. You guys have the time for it. Super easy if you guys are trying to get your consoles. So like I said, use the link down below. But basically, you can call it like PS5, games, whatever. You don't have to, I think you can even make it private, I believe, if you guys want. It doesn't matter, but the main idea is you have this on this itself. Like, you go get the specific links, you get the proper links or whatever it is, and then as you guys go through this, you guys can basically go and buy from this list itself. So instead of having issues and instead of having like the website crash and you have the Amazon dogs that go and show up, if you guys can do it through your own individual list or your own whatever it's called, that basically lets you guys go and most of the time bypass that on up. So you don't have to worry about stuff or have to do anything or whatever. So at least it's kind of nice. I think that's overall pretty good. So thumbs up for that one. I always want to recommend that one. A lot of the issues more so is like how botters get their consoles is they don't have to deal with this weird like hiccup and weird issues and weird all this type of stuff going on. Mainly because it's just a bot. They just kind of go boom, 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 and then check out. They don't have to deal with like, loading pages. They don't have to deal with dogs showing up. They don't have to worry about like everyone else trying to compete. They don't have to worry about that really awkward like the whole website is being overran by stuff and information. So keep that in mind. But like I said, this should be confirmed throughout the next 5 days. You do have to be an Amazon Prime member. I do want to remind you guys on that one. You guys do have to be an Amazon Prime member, which funny enough really doesn't tone down the botting because I think there's even trial runs and stuff like that, which is a little bit on the annoying side. And last but not least, we still have not seen much more information on stock arrivals for Xboxes or Xbox Series X Halos. We haven't seen too much for PS5 Digitals. Both the PS5 Digitals and Xbox Series X's are very, very overdue though, so I just want to let you guys know that they could always be dropping at the same time, although on the last previous drops, they did not restock at the same exact time. So overall, I just want to give you guys a quick little video for it, give you guys the details, give you guys some stock numbers. It might be a slightly smaller drop than what we're seeing, although we'll kind of go and see and correspond if other folks too as well. And sometimes Amazon does have stock that shows up later on too on top of that. So maybe there may be even more batches of stock, there might be bigger stock, there might be other regions of stock that might also go and show on up. So if we hear anything else throughout the next few days, I'll maybe mention it up in passing just for you guys. I appreciate you guys all so much for watching. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the PS5 giveaway for the channel itself. Amazon links down below for the PS5 Digital Console Controller, Twitter and Twitch stream as well down below, Twitter giveaway down below, Twitch stream. We're going to be hanging out and playing a bunch of brand new releases too as well. Just want to drop a follow. You guys totally can. Turn on the notifications there. We have the Weeble and the Coinbase too on top of that. And I appreciate all of you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys are subscribed like I mentioned. And I'll see you guys probably later on tonight for maybe one more video and a bunch of stuff all tomorrow. Love you guys.